Okay, go.
So I had an issue with DoorDash. I had to order my order a second time because the fucking driver canceled my first order. So DoorDash shouldn't have their driver being able to cancel anybody's order. When I drove for them, if a customer wanted something canceled, they had to cancel it. The only time that an order got canceled was when I drove for them, was when I called support and explained the situation, and then it was determined if it needed to be canceled or whatever. They did it. I didn't do it. So anyway, the guy calls me up, tells me that a cop pulled out in front of him. He had to slam on the brakes, and all of a sudden, all the damn drinks just went flying. Mind you, they were all chocolate. I had a mocha, which was supposed to be a frozen mocha, and the two boys had a milkshake. Chocolate milkshake. Okay, so we ordered sandwiches too. I ordered Italian. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, there was 4 subs. So I called DoorDash support or customer service, and I explained the situation about the driver calling me, and I didn't understand why he actually called me, but I just assumed it was because he wanted to inform me of what was going on, and he told me a cop pulled out in front of me. Let me tell you, Martinsburg police do not pull out in front of you. If they have an emergency, they will turn on their damn lights, and you will know that they're coming through. So if you're going fast and you're, speeding, and they come out in front of you, that's your own damn fault. Ain't nobody else's fault but yours. But anyway, he tried to tell me that he had my order and he was delivering to somebody else. And when this happened, and that he was going to go back, he wanted to know what I wanted him to do. Well, I want my order, so if you spilt my drinks, you're going to have to go back to the store and get them. Well, he said he was going to do that, and that he'd, be right here, be on his way after that. I didn't wait not even 5 minutes when I decided to call customer service. And then they told me that they'd have to call him. Well, he didn't answer his phone, so then they said they'd have to call the store. Okay, call the store. Come to find out, the little motherfucker canceled my order. So me and customer service had a few words. Well, for one thing, I don't want to wait days for my money to get on my card. Okay, I don't order something unless I want it then. Okay, and your driver shouldn't have fucking canceled my damn order. So anyway, I reorder. Can't blame the damn delivery driver. I was supposed to have, my sub was supposed to be toasted. Was it? No, it's fucking cold. My frozen mocha wobbles. You see that? It wobbles. Then, I did eat some of my sandwich because quite frankly, I was hungry. I don't usually eat at the house. So if I don't get food, if I don't eat at work or I don't bring something home, then I don't usually eat. Once in a while, I'll order Chinese. But hey, I like Chinese food. So anyway, I get my sandwich. Now, I did eat some. Look at all that fucking look how that fucking sandwich is made. You should not be able to. That is a mess, okay? Now, this is how it came out of the bag. So, they wrapped it loosely. You see this? This is sheets. They suck, too. So, anyway, I'm unwrapping it. It looks pretty good, I guess. But, really, I'm glad that I can see what I got on my sandwich. But I know damn well when I take a bite, I bet you it's going to be the same mess here that I'm having here. With fucking mayonnaise coming out all over the place. What is it? I don't understand. You don't like your job, don't know how to do it, not being trained correctly? I don't know. But I told DoorDash that they need to get rid of that driver. Because I personally don't see no cop pulling out in front of you. and you slam on your brake. I think you wanted those damn fucking mocha and milkshakes. And quite frankly, you're probably too bad at your job, so you're probably hungry and wanted food. I don't believe, you know what, I've talked to too many people that have issues with DoorDash. Their food's cold, they're not putting it in, the food in the bags, whatever. And it's just not in Martinsburg. You know, it's like Ohio, you know, they really need to do something. And they need to be accountable for what their so-called drivers do. And they'll say, well, they're not really drivers. Let me tell you something. I drove for them off and on for 4 years. And I never had an accident. And I never ever spilled anything. I did refuse to haul a drink. But that was because I didn't have any way to carry it. And I'm not spilling a drink in my car. You know what I mean? And they're what they call a cup holder, yeah, that was flimsy as shit. You know, it probably would have spilled and got all over my car. Sorry, I'm not doing that. You don't pay me enough. But anyway, if you're thinking about DoorDash, let me tell you, if you think you're going to make a good living off of it, unless you're speeding and taking multiple orders, you can forget it. If you're doing the speed limit, and especially, well, in Martinsburg, people are cheap. I mean, if you get a tip, you know, you're lucky, you know. But most people don't tip, or they don't tip that well. So, I'm one person, I won't tip until I see what kind of service I get. And sometimes if I have the money, I'll tip, and if I don't tip. And I don't feel bad about it. You know, I mean, they did it to me. I didn't hardly make no money, you know, because I followed the speed limit, and I did have multiple orders, and I had the bags for them, but I mean, when I first started out, I made mistakes too. But anyway, it's not a job that if you really need to pay your bills with, unless you're going to speed and do all that, it's not worth going there. So find something else. And then don't get pissy if somebody you see they ain't going to tip you. Because I think that's what happened in this case. I think he realized he wasn't getting tipped. And so he threw a temper tantrum by thinking he was going to take my food. Well, I hope he eats my meat, my Italian subs, and the turkey subs. And I don't know what my other son got, but I hope he chokes on the last bite. And I hope the motherfucker dies. That's all I got to say. And as far as Sheetz goes, well, you know, I don't know who made these sandwiches, but they need to take the sandwich and shove it in your face and have you have mayonnaise all over your fucking self. Fucking pricks. Anyway, that's all I got to say.